Testing, testing. Ma, I'm still...
Warren sees that or I won't talk to you.
Warren has bed bugs, and I won't see him. 2 weeks. He tells me exterminator. His mom's in rehab. I don't know if it's drug rehab, for walking rehab, or religious Jews. She had a seizure. So I had a weird dream about his grandma. And I was riding on the back of a bike with her and I flew off. His grandma, Cecile, was cool, and you never know. She could be my grandma-in-law one day. She has 3 grandkids, and Orrin is the closest. 30-year-old still living with his mother. Mama's boy! Reminds me of Howard Wolowitz, the Jewish guy from The Big Bang Theory. You'd know if you watched the show. And he'll be my Howie, and I'll be his Bernie. Bernadette. I hate that name. My friend Bernard is gay, and he goes under the name Ballerina and Bernadette. I don't know if him and Stefan broke up. He lives in Astoria, that's Stefan, and Bernard moved from Brooklyn to Yonkers to Terrytown, probably back in Hawaii. I haven't heard from him in 6 years. The last thing I told him is that I had a baby. I sent him a photo. He never even went to come see the baby. So this is a small world, and my arch nemesis, Simon, found me because I commented on this guy a year ago, Bill Grish's thunderstorm videos, and then I'm friend him on Facebook. We call each other like a group: James, Scott, Keith, Jason, Pollock, Bill, Trilly Grish, if I say Grish. I like Bonsell, his mom's name, better. I think it's Bill Bonsell Grish. Grish, potato, and I see a miniature cartoon of Simon. Mr. Bangladesh, Indian, whatever, potato, again, tomato, this time. So I see him, wow, dry mouth. I have tea and coffee, I'm dehydrated. I said, that's gotta be. His real name's Con Simon, but his movie star name is Simon Diamond, not The Diamond. Duh, D-A Diamond. Like the boys call themselves the boys. They should be fighting any minute. Every day, 4 o'clock, fight. Caught it on camera before, by earshot. I invited purposely one of them over just to embarrass him and stick him on the internet. After he was making stuff out of clay off camera, he made a dick. He went to the bathroom, didn't close the door, started masturbating. Never letting that jackass in my house again. And yeah, if you're listening under the doors, fuck you. Moving on. I got offered a ticket to exclusively go to a Trump rally and meet Donald Trump. Autographed photo. Just for Toledo, Ohio. Not going. Something's telling me not to go. As he has bed bugs, and we have to talk, stay 14 centimeters away from each other. I'm surprised I didn't get it on the Philadelphia trip, where we sat right next to each other, really close the whole time. No wonder he wanted to be near me. He had the cooties. If I get infested and get it, I will ass wrangle this guy. Literally. No, I will definitely come at him like a ton of asteroids or bricks. I've been to Toledo, Ohio. Boring. Indianapolis. Boring. I mean, no sightseeing. He does what he wants. We were going to go to Toronto, but his mother ended up in the hospital on August 23rd. The day. I got all packed and everything. He pays $200 for rent. He's in a ghetto neighborhood. And he says he has his boys that bother him because he's Jewish. Now, I shouldn't bring up race, politics, and religion, but all 3 of them are going to come up. He lives with the hoodlums. Race. Politics, he wants me to meet Trump, and even if it was Clinton, I wouldn't go, and I want her to win. And religion, we're Jews, and we're looked upon. And they build lofts on the block, and that like marks off, but I'm rich. You don't have to have an I'm rich sign on the door. Those things I heard go up for like $2 million. I met a gothic girl on the street, because I was kind of gothic and still am, and I met her, and she loved my hair. Really, she did. So, the more washes I do and the more conditioning, it's not going to feel as much like straw. But it's part of the process on henna when you do that. But, because I had 2 sets of henna underneath it. One had mercury or metallic, it wasn't good. And it wouldn't take because I left it in an hour. The other time I left it in 2 hours. It took, but I looked like a peach on the top of my head. And then yesterday, I had the final straw. I used an oops or something color remover, no ammonia. My hair was white. Oh, let me see. Oh, Harley's neighbors.
They had going.
Ryder and Paloma. Oh, Gigi's kids? Gigi freaks me out.
No, those are my kids.
Your kids? He says, that's my brother and sister. I thought Paloma was an only child. What does it mean? A flower, a dove? I saw Gigi's mother out there. I hate talking about this woman. That's the one I'm jealous of because she's a millionaire. Met her mother from Mexico. Never knew she was a Latino. There I go with the race again. Ugh. Having a real race. So.
Those are my kids. Right?
No, Harley, they're not. Gotta get perked up on coffee. So I pass on the trip with Oren. I pass with these other people in my building, the Wild Kitty group. I pass with the kitten uniform and Annette, the leader. I pass on that. They want to go upstate. You got to pay for yourself to the train. MetroCard, they transfer to. They pick you up in the Bronx to Jerome Avenue by 4 train or Kingsbridge and take you upstate. I could do the beach swimming. I could do the pool. Why do I need that? Also, I'm wearing my Avon conditioning lipstick. Somewhat conditioning. Now, lick your lips and give yourself a juicy kiss, Oren, because we're going to chat via Skype. The last woman he chatted lifted her shirt up. I warned him, no strangers on Skype. You're all about sex. They make money for this. I'm the only one. We make love over the phone. With the dildo. No, we don't do that. We connect by talking about things. That's my way of having sex and making love without reproducing. We have emotional brain pleasure, mind fucking. I don't have to jerk off to him. No. Or Philip believes in that because he's a man whore like Kyle downstairs that works in the e-bike shop. They'll never last. They'll shut down like the other place because just don't fit in. They stick out like a sore thumb.